Yo, welcome back everybody. Today we have gameplay from Sir Finley, imitating that hook tusk hero power, and it's one of those fun little scrappy games we put up here for every so often. You get a hold of mid-game direction, it doesn't give you enough scaling, you're looking for scam, you're looking for anything to piece together to just beat the next guy over and over and over again, and sometimes the end game works out and does absolutely hilarious scammy stuff. Alright, enjoy. Have 15 minions die for another hidden bodies basically every 2 turns. If we play more death rattle oriented bods, death rattle oriented bod, but death rattle oriented builds like beast or something or mechs, we might be able to get this like 2 out of every 3 turns. Buy 10 minions for henchmen isn't too hard, still slow. Mayhem for 7 mech or naga it's a really good quest reward for this lobby, because like we can just play toward full tempo. I think we do the body. I think we do the bodies. We go for the body. And we'll stay down for a turn then. Let the bodies hit the hit the floor. Alright, then order in reverse maybe? Pseudo reverse. I don't want to lose the round, but I want as many minions to die as I can. Bofur, I suggest you play as many ads as you need to live the life you want. Don't worry about us too much. No. That's not the... Like, the income from ads is not really the portion of this that I want to focus on. It's the lack of control that we're offered on how many ads we can run. Like, it's not, you would think as a content creator, they'd be like, run the ads that you're going to run and we'll take X% profit off of it. But instead it's become, you can only run these set finite distributions of ads. It has to be this box, or this box. And you aren't offered like a slider or anything to work with. Next month, they could come back to me and say, you need to run 7, 8, or 9 minutes of ads each hour. And I would have no way to avoid it. And they've started doing that to big content creators, like ridiculous amounts of ads. And that's why you push back early on the kind of stuff, because like it can get out of hand. Is it yet? No. I'm just going to take you. I'm going to hero power you. So I probably shouldn't have leveled first. There's actually a line here where we would have cared about leveling. Lovely. Awesome cards you got there. Don't mind if I do. Guess we'll take Selfless then. Angler's really not that valuable. Twitch are trying to be profitable. Yeah. And? Doesn't mean we should accept it. At the end of the day, I'm not on the side of the big business. I'm on the side of the people that are users and employees of the company, or whatever you call them, contractors of the company. Yeah, I understand why they want to make money, because it's a company and they want to make money. That's not anything new. Doesn't mean I'm going to defend it. These are really good hits. Until that one. And that one. Oh, my bad. I should have never said anything. It's fine. Every single bad hit after that point. Like, literally every last one. Every last one afterwards. Alright, well, we found a way to take 8 here on a 4 to 6. Whatever. Whatever. These aren't gold. Really just aren't hitting things, huh? Not a bad turn. We got the things. We've got the meat. Heck, wait. Yeah, that's why we picked this. This guy up was gonna be a no-brainer. When we take the 5, we either hit Mama Bear or like Bran, or we just shoot it into a 6. Whatever it is. Yeah, there's some bad ones. We can get like Nadina or something. Murkai. But there's a lot of good hits. Because you can play toward whatever the card is. It's a Naga game then? It always has been. Is it a Naga game? Always has been. Nice. Boo. Could have gotten 2 more kills here. So we get another proc most of the time next turn. Boo. Boo. Glow scale's pretty solid. One more turn. Keeping the pair around. We can cycle through next turn. A problem is that some businesses are bigger than nations nowadays and they do whatever they like. Yeah, I mean, we can debate ethics of continuous growth in economics as much as you want. But it doesn't really matter from the standpoint of, should we accept and be happy with something changing in a way that negatively affects us? Because the answer is just going to be no. Regardless of whether or not you understand the motivations of the company. Still not going to accept the fact that, like, we need monetization in Battlegrounds. We need monetization in blah, 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 blah. If it hurts the customer, it hurts the person, then we're not happy about it. Not that we don't understand that it needs to happen, to some degree. Turn 23 Millhouse Cookbook finally active, Copium. Yeah, it's still like turn 8 or turn 9. It's still fine. Or turn 7 or turn 8 like in a good game. Alright, you first. Okay. Means I can do this too. Never lucky. Okay. Could sell 2 Taunt Up Manted permanent minion. Just get out of this now. No real reason to commit anything more here. Could play you for the 1/1. Just not really worth it. Just a 1/1. Pretty good board for turn 8. We're on Tavern 6 after all. Running ads also lowers the quality of every stream, reducing viewership. That's not necessarily true, to be fair. Running ads in general is not good. I would agree with that. But running minimal ads on channels just redistributes who sees ads. So if you have a really high turnover rate, which is not the case here in this stream, but if there's a really high turnover rate, if you run ads for a group of people and then that disables the pre-roll ads for a duration afterwards, it can actually be a net positive to the stream. Now, my stream specifically, it's a net negative. But that isn't necessarily true. We don't make a hard and fast rule there on that one. Okay. Hit even worse. Absolutely. Yes. Beautiful. Just leave them all alive. I'd love to take 15 here. Thank you. Awesome. Wonderful hits. Pass. You. What we got here? Bullshit. Okay, so I guess we're not Naga. Man, I really wish there was a way to scale this. But no, let's not do that. Not gonna do that. Okay, game. We're gonna have a problem here. You're not really funny, you know that? You're just not. Thanks, I hate it. All right, so the game is not giving us a scaling line toward Naga. We have to pull the ripcord. It is what it is. Not the end of the world. It's a good hit. Coin flip W there. Actually wins this round. Crazy. I can see where the board is going. I mean, we have to go tempo now. It's unfortunate. Be great to be able to be in Naga here. But the game's just not giving us that direction. We had enough time to play toward a Thissa, play toward another Orgazoa, play toward, you know, another Brute even. But unfortunately, those are not materializing. 2 turns later, we got a bail. Module's okay. This is why module's okay, but we didn't have it before. Brute's not going to be the case anymore. Greasepot's pretty good extra stats for 1 turn. Okay. Guess we could just commit Wave Rider for a turn. Take the adapt. This is a Murloc board too, which is actually a pretty reasonable board to greed here, because it's really just poison count that matters. Good first hit. Meh. Very nice, Selfless Hero. Good shield. You at least can hit here. That'd be nice. There you go. Good job, little Selfless Hero. Well played. Good job, buddy. It's a combat Selfless. Selfless shield, Selfless 100% of the time. It is known. I just did 36 to a Murloc player because he killed my Reborn Gascoiler last. Nice. Life is good. Man, we really like a Murkai right now. Toxfin's the best hit in the game. Pass. Game. Game. These are like the worst 3. Can hero power the 5, I guess. You want to shoot for Toxfin? You can hero power a 4. He's too far away. I think for right now, we just need to play, max out the number of relevant hits we get on the board, minimize damage taken. We're not really a strong enough board that ever wins these rounds, or rarely wins these rounds. So we just look for a couple relevant hits. Okay, pretty acceptable. I have seen worse. I have seen much worse. Be nice to, you know, kill Nadina at this point, but pretty good. There's actually a tie line here that, you know, disconnected with that body, but still pretty good. GME, what is going on? What is going on in chat? By the way, turn 12. This is the big one. All right, you're okay. Could really use a Toxfin, otherwise we're probably going to need to use this Tunnel Blaster. Why is it never Toxfin? Could it one time be Toxfin? That'd be cool. We have 2 shields of our own. 3 here, but they can be on taunts. We don't necessarily have to have Tunnel Blaster position 1. We got to counterplay Cleave. This is such an awkward board for us to beat. You got Leroy, you got Foe Reaper, you got Reshields. Like, it's just nasty. Guess the good news is we get the Foe Reaper off the board. Bad news is it gets value. Okay. We didn't die. Right? Not on 6? Yeah. Very high rolly lobby. I mean, we just didn't get anything. Like, let's be reasonable. We went to 6 with a Naga line, and we've played... This is literally our 6th turn. 7th turn total, but 6th turn on 6. And that's the first Athissa that we saw. The line to win this lobby was to hit with any of the discoveries or Orgazoa or anything on 6 quickly into Naga. We had to down throttle and play towards Scam. It's sad, but like... The difference is a 7th or a 4th. I think it's ever really Cleave here. You gotta not die to the ghost. You hate to say it, but that's what we need to play for. Not dying to the ghost here. An effort in futility. I like the taunt here, I think. I don't think we play small cleave. Pretty bad hit there. Pretty bad hit there too, unfortunately. We'd rather the Selfless shield the Selfless in this scenario. That was a pretty good hit though. That should do it. Now that we have all the poisons, we just need to have our minion count above 6. Like this entire round was just get enough shields on the board when the poisons that the full Murloc board can't beat you. There you go. Damage controlled. Reborn Coiler. We've never seen this board. The whole game, turn 14. Haven't seen this guy. On 5. No triples. I wonder what kind of board that could look like. Hey, it's our first Orgazoa too. After, you know, the one that we high rolled into. Hey, game. There we go. Oh boy, we can do it again. And one talk spin, I swear to God, man. Alright. Sure looks like an Uthri kinda game here. One, two, three, 4 adapts. Alright. This is almost always just bumping, but we can't put this first or something like that, and then have Swolfen attack into potentially a full body, because you just lose the Mantids before the shield goes off. Maybe he doesn't have Divine Shield Taunt. He does. Who would have guessed? Module can intercept Leroy here. Could being the operative word. Could re-intercept it. But unfortunately, not our favorite hits. 3 Leroys, easy clap. That's kind of cute. Because if this connects here, or actually it doesn't have to, it actually brings down both of these guys up. I love it. That was enough. We killed him. That's kind of cute. Baron plus double ghoul plus a mega buster. Just get lucky. We damage controlled and we scammed once. And hey, look at that. Top 2. We scammed him. No, we did. We really need a ghoul now. Praise be the coiler. Praise be. Finally some luck. I mean, it was really good luck. So you don't despair. Sometimes you end up with shitty positions where you get lucky. Sometimes you end up with good positions where you get unlucky. It all evens out over time. What I mean to say is I'm never lucky. Everybody else is lucky. This is bullshit. Don't despair, Bofur. Reborn. It's not Reborn. It is Ball, which is kind of cool. Many balls are happening this turn. Not sure I want anything else taunted. Like, I don't think it does anything. Alright, never mind. Big Snek. Don't mind me. Just over here with my Baron Coiler board. We only need to kill one minion. We just need one thing to luckily make it so we can kill this minion. Please kill the Coiler and kill him. Oh, he's so dead. Alright, well. Sometimes you get an easy game handed to you and go to 6. And other times you have to invest in Sneks. And this time, the Snek stocks, they paid off. Damage controlled successfully. What a game. What a weird one. We played entirely in the bullshit and it paid off for us. You remember when we were a Naga board?